Hey, gang, you might be shocked to learn that your voting future is being reshaped by a brilliant executive order by Trump. In this video, we'll talk about how Trump's new measures on election integrity are set to expose and stop election fraud. We'll go over what's at stake, what's being done, why it matters to you. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Become a subscriber to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, smack that like button, because it helps us get our message out to more people. Now, tomorrow night, if it's Friday night at 6 o'clock Eastern, we do a live stream. We're going to read some interesting news stories of the week. We're going to tweak them with a bit of humor, a dash of sarcasm, and a whole lot of conservative common sense. Join us. Everybody in the chat has a great time. You will too. All right, today we're unpacking a bombshell. President Donald Trump has issued a groundbreaking executive order that targets election fraud head on. You won't believe how these 6 provisions could transform our election system. Here is Trump signing the executive order that targets fraud head on. Now, you're going to love these 6 provisions because they're going to transform our election system to have freer and fair elections. Here he is signing it. Give it a watch.
Sir, we have an executive order for your attention on the very important subject of election integrity. We believe that this executive order is the farthest reaching executive action taken in the history of the Republic to secure our elections. Among numerous other aspects of this executive order, this is going to cut down on illegal immigrants on the voter rolls, ensure that the Department of Homeland Security and the data that they have available is being fully weaponized to ensure that illegal immigrants aren't voting. This will include a citizenship question on the federal voting form for the first time.
Can't have illegals voting.
This executive order instructs the EAC to cut federal funding to states that don't take reasonable steps to secure their election. This calls on the Department of Justice to vigorously prosecute election crimes, particularly in states that we don't believe are in compliance with federal law around election integrity. I could go on and on for a while, sir, but the compliance with National Election Day rules, cracking down and investigating and prosecuting foreign interference in our elections, revoking President Biden's Executive Order 14019, which essentially weaponized government to corrupt and pollute our election process. There's a lot in here, but we believe that these are very important steps that we need to be taking as an administration at your direction to ensure that our elections are as secure as they possibly can be.
Okay.
And there he goes.
Understand that? Yes. Election fraud. You've heard the term. We'll end it, hopefully. At least this will go a long way toward ending it. There are other steps that we will be taking in the coming weeks, and we think we'll be able to end up getting fair elections. Perhaps some people think I shouldn't be complaining because we won in a landslide, but we got to straighten out our election. This country is so sick because of the election, the fake elections and the bad elections.
We're tired of it.
And we're going to straighten it out one way or the other. And it's an honor to sign this one.
Yep, it's going to show it like he always does. I love that.
It's a great honor.
No auto pen here. So I'm going to break it down again so that you can understand fully what this executive order has. It requires documentary government-issued proof of U.S. citizenship on its voter registration forms. You have to prove you're a citizen and who you are. Conditions federal election-related funds on states complying with the integrity measures set forth by federal law. In other words, they don't get certain funds from the feds if they don't comply with this. Now, it directs the updating of the Voluntary Voting System Guidelines 2.0 and the security standards for voting equipment. It's very important, which includes requiring a voter verifiable paper ballot record and not using ballots in which the counted vote is contained within a barcode or a QR code. Got to get back to paper ballots. It's the best way to have election integrity. Every time you vote electronically, they could do anything with your vote once it's digital. All right. It also directs the Attorney General to enter into information sharing agreements with state election officials to identify cases of election fraud or other election law violations. We should have that. It is a federal election. All right, it takes appropriate action against states that count ballots received after Election Day in federal elections. It's very important. That's how they took 2020. And notably, the order revokes Joe Biden's executive order 14019, which had turned federal agencies into Democrat vote turnout centers. I mean, no one in the fake news ever even mentioned that. And then finally, as we wrap up, consider the critical implications with these measures in place. The Democrats' alleged tactics may be stifled, and it'll set the stage for a fair electoral process as we approach the 2026 midterms. Now, this could mean a brighter future where your vote is truly your voice. Now, you know that the libnuts, along with their bootlicking sycophants in the fake news media, are going to argue that Trump is trying to steal elections for the Republicans. Rah! But I ask you all watching this, do any of the measures that were mentioned in this video, do they seem to be the president is trying to get the upper hand for his party, or does it look like he truly wants fair and free elections again? Because those rules hit everybody. It's not just a one-sided thing the way the Democrats always do. All right, so here's the bottom line. Trump's decisive actions promise a stronger, fairer electoral system. It's about time. The measures aim to protect our democracy, our constitutional republic, and ensure that every vote counts, leaving us optimistic about a future where conservative values lead the way. All right, thank you for watching. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with the latest executive orders that Trump is doing to try to bring this country back to greatness again. I'll see you in the next one.
That's just the weight of the world. It's not personal, it's just how it works. Don't be angry for too long or get burned, 'cause that's just the